Hi Aquarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings, and this week we're doing the monthly readings, okay? So looking ahead at October, what's going on for you throughout the month, anything important that you need to be aware of, all right? Make sure you do subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the readings. Leave me a comment, let me know if there's any specific topics you would like me to read on. I definitely want to take those sorts of things on board. If anyone does have any suggestions for topics, I would love to hear them. I do love reading all the comments and seeing all the subscribers and whatnot as well. So thank you all so much for your support. Of course, this week we are using, I'm starting off with the Mystic Dreams Oracle. I also have here the Career and Money Oracle, as well as the Red Rose Love Oracle, and clarifying everything this week with the Primitive lenormand. All right, so getting into it for you, Aquarius, your energy already feeling like it might be a pretty chill kind of month for you, Aquarius. I'm already getting messages about, just chill and I'm like getting like a real sweet, lovey kind of energy for you this month, and just flow energy for you this month. But let's have a look. Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius in October 2025? Most important messages for Aquarius throughout October. Okay, so this is interesting energy. Okay, we have this card here coming through. All right, now that does talk about half-hearted true self coming out. So this is kind of like not putting your energy into things that you're not putting your whole self into. Now I'm hearing the hokey pokey for some reason. You put your left arm in, you put your whole self in, you put your whole self out. Like you put your whole self in and you shake it all about. So it's like you're either putting your whole self in, or you're kind of like, I don't even know if I even want to bother. You're a bit hesitant to jump into anything dramatic this month, but it's part of accepting yourself, if this makes sense. It's your true self is coming out, and you're kind of like, I don't really care about that, so why have I been investing in that? You're like, if I'm investing in things that I'm not 100% about, do you know what? I don't know if I really want to keep investing in those things. It's just kind of like, I don't, if it's not something that is connecting to my true self, do I really want to put all my effort into it? So I feel like you're just opening up to yourself in a different kind of way at the moment, Aquarius, where you're, kind of starting to learn a little bit more about who you really are and the things that you truly care about. Which, and so it's, the half-hearted energy. It's like, it's not that you are half-hearted. It's just that you're like half in, half out. Like, I don't know that I want to actually put effort into these things. I don't want to put my whole self in. And if I don't want to put my whole self in, maybe I should take my whole self out. So you're kind of in that midway where you kind of, it feels like you might be making some decisions this month about, do I want to continue being in, or do I want to take myself out of that certain things in your life? But we'll have a look, and I feel like this might come up throughout the reading for you, but we'll clarify that and see if there's anything wanting to be a little bit more specific there. Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius in October 2025 October for Aquarius, please. Most important messages for Aquarius throughout October. Just getting like this pondering kind of energy where you're just like, I don't think you're actually doing anything about it as of yet. Kind of you're just really thinking about things differently a little bit here and really trying to work out, what do I want to do about this? Where do I want to go? We start off here with the feminine and the dog. Okay, so for a lot of you, this has got to do with friendships and your loyalties to others and the way that you support others. I feel like a lot of you are very understanding, compassionate people, and you have been very loyal and supportive of others. And now you're just kind of like, do I want to continue to do that? Am I all in or am I all out? I don't know. I'm kind of half in, half out at the moment because I'm just unsure as to where this is going and because what it is all about here is this market energy. This is trade. Is this an equal trade? I'm being very nurturing and supportive and loyal to these people, but am I receiving anything back from this connection? Is it an equal trade? Do I want to be all in if somebody else isn't all in? Do I put my whole self in if I'm the only one putting my whole self in? And if that's the case, maybe I should just take my whole self out. You're kind of just like, it's kind of just like this, I'm really pondering on this half-assed energy, like, because I feel like you're realizing that there's people around you that, and most likely friends, platonic relationships, okay, so friendships, family, co-workers, that sort of stuff. And you're kind of like, they're kind of phoning it in. They're kind of not giving, they're not giving me their all. They're not giving me their true self. So do I want to continue putting all my true self in for somebody who's not doing that for me? You're just really thinking about the trade here. Like, is it an equal trade, or am I getting, scammed? Am I getting ripped off here? Because, that's kind of what the market card is all about. So you can see here in this example, it's, selling fruit and vegetables. And here's you here buying the fruits and vegetables. And this person here is, okay, the fruits are, what do we got? I can see oranges, right? So I'll just say oranges. I want to buy 3 oranges. Okay, well, the 3 oranges, that'll cost you $30. And you're kind of like, well, hang on. That doesn't sound like an equal trade here. That sounds like too much. Sounds like I'm giving you too much and you're not giving me enough. And that's what's happening here for you with these people in your life. Once again, I do strongly feel for a lot of you, this is more to do with friendships around you. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for you this month. But like I said, I don't necessarily feel like you're taking action on this. It's more just really starting to like pros and cons it and ponder it, and really look at it a little bit more objectively. And you're kind of like, well, if I don't see them all in by the end of the month, then maybe I'll take action, kind of thing. You're just questioning and really observing and question, like wondering whether it's worth taking action or whether you are going to step back or whether you're going to stay all in, kind of thing. So it's going to be interesting energy there, but we'll have a look here at career and money. Career and money energy for Aquarius throughout October. What's going on for Aquarius with career and money throughout October, please? Most important messages in regards to career and money for Aquarius. Interesting, because we do have the light bulb coming through first for your career and money. Lucrative ideas, new income sources, inspiration, careers such as entrepreneurship, new jobs and creative work. Coming up with brand new ideas, new perspectives on how things can be done or should be done, new ideas on, I feel like for some of you, this is like a brand new job as well, like a side hustle kind of thing coming through. And it's like, I'm picking up the phrase, a new perspective on an old idea. So for some of you, you're making a change to something that's been around for quite a while. And you've just got this new perspective, new idea on how that can work and or be produced or something. And starting up a new, like it's an invention kind of energy here. For some of you, it's like a new perspective, a new idea on how you can utilize your skills into a new career field as well. So some of you may be looking towards, change, because it doesn't necessarily feel like changing careers. It feels more like an add-on to your existing, so for some of you, this is like a second job or like a side hustle type thing. And you're adding on, you kind of like, oh, well, here's a fresh new idea on what my skills can actually, they can actually do this as well. Like, because it's just as a random example here, you're currently doing a job that is focused around mathematical skills. You're an accountant or something. And you're kind of like, well, I'm really good with numbers. So, maybe I should, I found this new idea of, now I've thought about, maybe I can look at numbers and use numbers because I've got these skills with numbers. Maybe I can use that in this brand new kind of way that has never been utilized before. Maybe I can start a business doing this, and it's something completely unthought of, like brand new kind of thing. It feels fresh and new, and it's like, oh, well, how about I do accountancy with a twist, and we do this or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like an add-on, like, well, I've got all these skills as an accountant that I'm just adding this twist to it, and it's a brand new job that doesn't exist because no one's thought of it before. It's like brand new. I'm going to do this, and it's like a lucrative idea because it doesn't exist. I feel like it's something like that for a lot of you. But we do see the ring there as well. So you're definitely committed to this new idea. Long-term investments, financial commitments, partnerships, working together, and fulfilling fulfilling career goals. So definitely making commitments here to this new idea. And it's sort of, if you're unsure about whether you should commit to this new idea, that is a clear indication that this idea is good. Commit to it. For some of you may need to engage in partnerships in order to move forward with that, because the ring definitely does talk about strong partnerships and commitments, contracts with others as well. So, there might be some financial commitments you're making contract-wise with others, with brands or something along those lines. But, it's like your ideas are good, so commit to them. Commit to seeing them through when it comes to your career and money stuff this month. Okay. So, I feel like that's maybe why I'm getting this energy of the month being pretty chillax for you, because it's like you're focusing on things that are very reality-based, the mundane day-to-day stuff, rather than the energy stuff, and the way that I read, the energy stuff comes through as a lot more things going on, whereas the reality, day-to-day, mundane sort of stuff doesn't come through in the same way. Not that either is better or worse than the other, but, they just come through differently with the way that I read. Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius throughout October with love and romance? Love and romance messages for Aquarius in October 2025. See, straight away I'm feeling this is where we might be a little bit half-hearted, to be honest. You're just not 1,000% all in. Because we do have a lot of people around you. But, you know, okay, firstly, it possibly could be one. It's either one or three people here, okay? So I do have the teddy bear card coming through first. Interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, and wanting to date. Okay, so there's someone around you, that teddy bear energy, that's someone who's very sweet and cuddly, and they just want to romance you. You know, it's a very sweet kind of energy. They want to take you out on a date and that sort of stuff. I do feel as though that's very, very specific for some of you too, the ones of you who are already in connections, that there might be this, you know, this soft teddy bear, cuddly kind of energy coming from your person this month. For others of you, that's, you know, for the single Aquarians, that's, you know, there's new energies around you. I feel like there's multiple energies around the single Aquarius. We do have this concern in the middle, though, and I feel like this is talking about in the middle of you. We have the snake there, okay, and I feel like this is the middle of you. Deep down within yourself, you have this concern about this snake energy, which is, you know, competition and enemies, you know, the other woman, and feeling like you need to look over your shoulder. So for some of you, you are feeling that this teddy bear energy is still, you know, looking at other people, or is still connected to somebody else, because you're kind of looking over your shoulder and worrying about the other woman, you know, swap the genders if necessary. But you're kind of looking at, you know, maybe it's a past person of theirs that you're kind of looking at as like, is that person still competition for this teddy bear's affections or not? That kind of thing. But we do, so it just feels like a deep down kind of deep level concern. I don't think that it's actually affecting you, but it's just wanting you to, you know, pay attention and accept that you do have that subconscious concern about that competition coming through there. But we do have talking coming through as well. Interested, awaiting messages, texts, calls, emails, and talking more. So, you know, you might be getting, you know, a lot of conversational energy from this person this month. For some of you, that's someone else altogether, someone sort of sending you their interest through text. I'm picking up specifically text for a lot of you. You're getting texted, like texts from someone, you know, I'm interested in you, Aquarius. Da, da, da. So some of you there, you do have quite a lot of opportunity and potential with love this month, but you do just have this deep-seated concerns within yourself about, you know, who else might somebody be connected to, but you know, you're trying to talk it out with them too. I feel as though for a lot of you, you are communicating that and you are talking it out with them. The talking energy, quite often, it's getting to know people a little bit deeper, and talking about those fears, and you know, having those deep all night long conversations, and that sort of stuff as well. All right, but I'll have a look here. Is there anything else that Aquarius needs to know in October 2025? Any other important messages for Aquarius through October 2025? We have the tree coming through first here, so it's just like, you know, take care of yourself, and especially here, because the next card I have is the stork. It's really wanting you to pay attention. It's kind of like focusing on, you know, it's wise for you to focus on this new idea, that new idea that we already saw with your career and money. The stork does talk about new ideas, things getting stirred up within you, and this is you just, you know, taking care of yourself, and, you know, making sure everything is growing and healing in the right directions, that you're maybe branching out into these new ideas a little bit more. And generally the tree would be taking care of oneself, but here in this, it feels like it's taking care of these new ideas and doing, putting that as your priority this month. I do feel for a lot of you that's your priority this month. But also just being aware of this clouds energy, okay? Not allowing yourself to overthink things. Okay, the clouds do like to make us sort of overthink things, and it clouds our judgment and confuses us a little bit more. So I feel like, once again, this is talking about these business career ideas. That's why it's sort of wanting to reassure you very muchly that commit to these ideas, because they're good. And the clouds will try to come in and just confuse you, or make you overthink things, and lead you to be a little bit, lead you to anxiety in regards to these new ideas. So that, because the clouds are coming in to try to, darken up your day and stop you from committing. But we all have that part of ourselves where, we question ourselves, and we have some self-doubts coming through. And I feel like that's what that is. You're overthinking the self-doubt and the confidence side of things. So just be wary of that, to make sure that you're not allowing that energy to affect these commitments to your new ideas, because they seem to be the prominent energy for you this month, that for you to focus on. Once again, we saw with the true selves coming out, and we're a little bit half-hearted this month, and not necessarily ready to fully commit to everything. But it's kind of telling you that when it comes to the reality, job, career stuff, fully commit to those things. It's specific to the friendship thing, that the half-hearted energy is coming through there. So just try to maybe push yourself to commit a little bit more to things this month, Aquarius. It may actually help you work out the is the trade-off worth things. But I feel like, specifically when it comes to that career message, it's definitely wanting you to commit to that, to your new ideas, because they're moving you in the right direction, and it's a positive investment for you in the long run. Okay, but that's what we've got for you this month, Aquarius. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.